Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Big Dumb Monsters. I am Chris,
And I'm Nick.
and this week we are talking Mars Attacks, the 1996 super fun Tim Burton ode to B alien movies from like the 50s and 60s.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what it promises to be.
Yeah. We get into it, we say, it's fun. Just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
I don't know. There really isn't. It's just a fun, goofy romp through the UFO kind of craze that they had in the 60s.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're a fan of that type of genre, just that old cheesy, alien horror, this is going to be right up your alley. If you like, kind of a little bit of comedy mixed in with your monsters, also right up your alley.
A lot of comedy.
Yeah.
But the comedy works so well.
So here we go. Mars Attacks. Enjoy.
Bye-bye. Oh, no, you're going to want those.
Yeah. Well, after we're recording now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah. All right. That's better. This movie opens on my birthday.
Does it?
Yeah, this flaming herd of cattle.
I love that scene.
It is I mean, if you didn't know, the rest of the movie was a comedy, it is a very chilling way to start a movie.
It really is. Yeah.
This flaming stampede of cattle.
Yeah. But if you know what you're getting into, and you can visualize, this sets the tone right off the bat.
Yeah.
This is a goofy fucking movie.
But enjoyably. So at least, for my part of things anyway, I will say enjoyably.
Yeah. No,
Enjoyably
I loved it. I think when we were first talking about this, I think I told you, I hadn't seen it until... Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I haven't seen this movie since it was new.
Oh, really?
I think when we were able to get it to rent, then I saw it.
Yeah, I saw this when it first came out, and then sporadically, just here and there throughout the year. This movie's 26 years old. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. Nothing feels good anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, just here and there, if I catch, it's like a good cable movie. If I see it, I'll throw it on.
Not to rehash the same old shit, but this is a perfect Saturday afternoon fucking movie.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching it this morning, and just again that perfect sweet spot of just
yeah,
really, I do have a lot to do today, but
yeah.
Right now I can afford to watch a movie.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything. I want to watch a goofy movie. This is perfect.
Yeah.
You lay on the couch and just throw it on. Or like me, lay in bed suffering from a hangover and watch.
Trying not to die.
Yeah.
This is the first podcast, at least in the studio, where you have not had a drink.
Yeah. Old Dad's doing coffee today.
Yeah. The Bartesian machine is quiet this afternoon.
Lonesome.
I, on the other hand, have dug into a PBR.
Yeah.
Good old standard go-to classic.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we went out for my wife's birthday last night, and I drank too much.
I did too much.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a good time, though. The bootleggers treated us good, but I don't want to go back. We did go to Ryan's Wake for dinner, though, and that was
all right.
Marvelous. They had a Reuben that, I'd probably murder you for one right now. If that would net me one,
than a perfectly executed Reuben.
Dude, the corned beef was thick. It wasn't
I've had some shitty ones in my day.
Yeah, this wasn't the deli cut. They cut this right off the fucking roast.
Oh man.
Yeah. Now I'm sad.
Now I'm getting a Reuben for dinner. Oh, it was going to be chicken wings, damn it, but now it's Reuben.
I mean, you could do both.
20-year-old me would have no problem wanting to do both of those.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this movie. I think when I first saw this, like, this kind of fell in the comedy horror equation too a little bit far on the comedy side for my tastes.
Yeah.
But I think now, like, I'm appreciating, like, it does toe that line a lot better than I think I initially gave it credit for.
I think what helps with that is, like, you're older now, so you understand satire.
Yeah, that also. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is like we were saying, for American Werewolf, that is the perfect blend of horror and comedy for a horror movie.
Yeah.
This is the perfect blend of it's, I guess not even horror, but like the sci-fi,
carnage,
actiony, carnage, that like that to comedy, just on the opposite spectrum.
Yeah. I like, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so like, as our synopsis that we always kind of forget to do.
Oh yeah, today we're talking about Mars attacks.
Yeah. Ack.
Yeah. It was the 1996 movie based on a trading card set.
Yeah.
A Topps trading card set. I think it was from the 50s, maybe
60s.
Oh, really? Okay.
I actually looked it up because I was curious as to, like, what they looked like and what the hype was all about. They're pretty fucking cool. Have you seen any of them?
I have. Like, I know in the night. Actually, you know what? There's one I put on the shelf the other day. I found one as I was going through.
Oh, really? One of the 90s.
Yeah, they did a 90s re-release. Of, like,
yeah, I think the original set was in like 67,
really?
Something around.
Late? I thought it was like older than that. I thought maybe like the 40s.
No. It was in the 60s.
Okay.
And then they did a second run in 94 or whatever.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It. I believe, I'm not that familiar with the original cards, but I do believe the movie does like a good job of incorporating some of the images from the cards.
They did.
Yep. I think the flaming cattle is one of them.
It is.
Jack Black, like, holding the American flag, getting shot. That's one of them too.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Yeah, 'cause I went and looked through them, and I was actually surprised at how many they actually incorporated into the movie.
Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Oh, so the actual synopsis of this movie. Martians come to Earth. We try to peacefully talk to them.
It does not go well.
They don't want to hear any of that.
Yeah.
And then Mars attacks.
And like that's really like
it's so straightforward.
The satire comes in, like, the government reaction, like,
yeah.
Well, maybe like we were insensitive by like releasing this dove, and
no no applause, no birds.
Yeah. And it turns out no, they're just dicks and they want to kill everybody. Like, yeah.
My favorite part was the one running around with the translator in the middle of all the carnage.
Stop! Don't run away. We are your friends. Yeah. I thought that was hilarious.
And I think that could be why I didn't go back to this movie for so long, because like when I saw it, I was young. I didn't understand like all the jokes and the inside shit. I thought it was just a goofy ass movie about aliens, and I was technically correct.
Yeah,
but this movie is way smarter than I ever thought it was.
I think especially now it holds a little bit more weight like post-COVID.
Yeah.
Because one of the things, like, again, this just didn't register at the time, was like the world is ending, but like things are still like going on. Jack Nicholson's like, we're still going to have the schools open.
Yeah.
Like President Jack Nicholson saying this, and then business Jack Nicholson is still like in the middle of a business meeting as there are UFOs like blowing up the Las Vegas Strip behind him. And he's like saying, our 5-year projections are going to look, amazing.
Yeah, it was when the Martians invade, they're gonna have to have some place to stay.
Yeah, and like the just the theme of like, even though the world's ending, everything still is gonna have to go on, which we just learned like firsthand. Like, there's a deadly virus like ravaging the planet, but you're still gonna have to come to work.
Yeah, Shit hits home real hard.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking star power in this movie, off the charts.
Yeah, I doing the better known as, like, I'm like, okay, I had to like cut off like only people listed in the top stars part of the, like, the front cast part of,
Yeah.
of IMDb, and like even then I think I had to go in and dig one or two out,
Yeah.
just for people like, oh, I know are in there and just weren't mentioned in that, like.
Yep.
Yeah, like you couldn't make this today just on the salary required alone. I mean, like, I mean, there's some
no.
people who just aren't acting anymore.
And-
Some people who are dead. Like,
Yeah, and like at this point, you had people who were very established, and then you had people who will become incredibly famous.
Yeah.
Just on their way up.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just I mean, like the salary of this movie alone would be like over 100 million. I mean, like 100 million. I mean, easily. I mean, you've got Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close, Martin Short, Michael J. Fox, like
Danny DeVito.
Yeah. And like people I just forgot were in this movie too. Like Christina Applegate, I forget is in this movie. Like other Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, this was '96, so Jesus Christ, she's just done The Professional.
2 years off of The Professional. That was 94. Yeah. Oh man, I really do love this movie.
Yeah.
It's just goofy and funny. Like,
This is probably a top 5 Tim Burton. Now that I'm seeing it again.
I feel like this is the line in the sand for Tim Burton. I think like he got a little bit too full of himself after this movie.
Yeah.
Because like I think this is the first time they were just like, you know what, go nuts.
Yeah.
Like, do your thing. And like they got a pretty good movie. I think at the time though it wasn't received very well.
I'm pretty sure it flopped.
Yeah, I am almost positive it did. And it's we do a lot of movies that like appreciate basically over the years.
Yeah.
Like, people finally start to understand them.
Yep.
And I think this is definitely one of them. Yeah, fucking both Jack Nicholson in both of these roles is goddamn amazing.
He's perfect.
Yeah, like,
Because he can play like the quote unquote straight man like he does as the president,
Yeah.
and then he can play the fucking sleaze bag like he does as
the over the top, just goofy character.
yeah. and I'm pretty sure the real Jack Nicholson is somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah. One thing I will gripe about is the CGI does not hold up at all. Yeah.
We'll get into that in the trivia, but there was a decision made that
Oh, really?
that is why it looks that way.
Yeah, I mean, like you like practical effects would be hard in this to do, full straight to finish, just because
Yeah.
you've got some of these little aliens like running around and stuff.
Yeah, and they're such a big particular shape. Like
Yeah.
they're small and skinny,
Yeah,
with a giant head.
Yeah, you can't get a human actor to do it because
Yeah.
like it's just the dimensions aren't right.
Right.
But like I think they could have done like practical effects for like shots like inside the UFOs.
There were some practical effect aliens in it.
Really, were there?
Yeah, so like any of the ones that were dead that they were like cutting
Oh,
open
yeah.
or things like that.
Yeah,
Those
I did.
those were
notice.
real. Yeah, 95% of everything you see is CGI.
Yeah. And it's definitely 90s CGI.
Yeah. Of course, not Jurassic Park.
Not
90s.
Jurassic Park level, but I'm sure at the time we were like, "Wow, this is amazing."
Yeah.
But now it's just it's
Like woof,
yeah.
woof.
If you guys could just like go over these, like just touch them up a little bit when you re-release this next time,
Yeah.
like that'd be nice.
Yeah, aside from the look of the CGI, there really is not much to really complain about.
Yeah, no, it's it's an enjoyable movie. It's goofy, like just parody. It's a spoof, like
Yeah.
and I think it does it well. It just plays on all those themes from like sci-fi, like from the 50s and 60s. Like
That's exactly what it's supposed to be too. It's a love letter and a poke at those movies,
yeah,
because like you can tell that they have an appreciation for those, but they also understand like these movies are still as shit and they're worth making fun of, but you have to do it the right way for this movie to be executed properly.
yeah.
And I think they really did that.
I really, when I was watching this, I really would like to see not a remake of this movie, but I would like to see somebody do like a serious take on like a 50s sci-fi movie. Like,
Yeah.
even like have it set in the 50s, fucking do it in black and white, you know?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like have like the clunky looking just robots, like I think one of the cooler.
So you don't want like the Tom Cruise Day the Earth Stood or War of the Worlds.
Yeah, no,
You want like an actual throwback.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, just give me like a serious, like, just take the comedy out of it. Like, I want the where specifically in the movie where I was thinking this was in the trailer park scene at the end where they've got that big just giant like robot monster
Yeah.
and it's chasing Lucas Haas down the highway.
Yep.
Like, I want to see like that type of stuff done like real, because that's another scene that's like terrifying if you think about it. Like, he's just in this shitty pickup going full speed trying to outrun this giant machine that's just running him down.
Yeah, and that's right after his trailer got picked up and smashed against the other. I laughed my ass off when he did that. It's like a kid playing with like cars or something, like
fucking Joe Don Baker is dead.
Yeah. And fucking Jack Black, man, look at him in this.
Yeah.
Svelte.
This is also, not only before Tim Burton ran away with himself, like also before Jack Black ran away with being Jack Black.
Yeah. That's kind of the only role he does now. Is
as Jack Black.
Jack. Just be yourself. Okay.
I make a lot of loud noises and wave my arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we bring KG in on this? I do love Jack Black though. Great scenery. Like the shots are set up really cool. Like especially any of the ones that show like the big monuments.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who we didn't mention in our list of stars? Fucking Pam Grier.
Yeah, Pam Grier, Jim Brown.
Fucking smoke show in this too.
Yeah.
Like she aged like fine wine.
This was, I think, right after Jackie Brown. So it's like right as she's like, has a career resurgence.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is also a fucking great movie. I love Jackie
really is.
Brown.
She looked better in the 90s than she did in the 70s.
Yeah. That's a very strong argument. Yeah.
Oh, and one of these kids is Ray J.
Yeah. Will go on shortly after this to shoot a porno with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. So there's that. So he was in this and that.
The other kid was in a bunch of stuff too. I looked him up. I don't know if he made the better known as cut.
Yeah.
But he was definitely in like known movies.
Yeah.
I want to see even like a Star Trek or two.
Dude, like everybody that was in this is in awesome shit.
Yeah, I mean, like in every scene in this movie, you have a known actor talking to a known actor.
I could have swore I saw Bryan Cranston in this movie, but I don't. It may not have been him because I scoured IMDb looking for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, maybe it was like an uncredited thing because right around then he this is pre Malcolm in the Middle, I believe.
Yeah.
And then like he was probably just known for being on Seinfeld for like one or two episodes at this point.
Yeah.
You can hear daughter going hard on the squeak toy.
No, there he is.
Probably with the squeak toy also. Let's see.
Where is he? Is he?
What are you doing, buddy? Maybe he went to the porch. We'll let him be.
Yeah. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah. So when they have that one alien and they're doing the autopsy on it.
Yes.
The one that the guy that turns and says whatever about it, like he's only got the one line.
Yeah.
That dude looked like Bryan Cranston. Like that's.
Okay. Yeah, I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's
So
like Pierce Brosnan's there.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not have been him, but I like to think that it was.
Like Tim Burton, there are plenty of critiques of Tim Burton which are all valid.
Yeah.
But like this movie is perfect for him. Just like,
you know what's crazy though is like this one doesn't drip with that Tim Burton aesthetic.
It's not over the top, but I think at the same time it would have hard to have been. It would be very hard to go over the top, I guess, for this movie is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like like how far do you go beyond what he's already got here?
Yeah.
Aside from like a shitload of violence, I think, which they had but then had to cut, that's really all they could do.
I wonder if there's like a director's cut like version of this with all that extra violence in it?
I don't know.
Because those cards are pretty violent, if I remember correctly.
They are.
I mean, the one I have over there is like a dude with like being stabbed through the eye with like a Martian.
I want to say the 90s were more akin to like Garbage Pail Kids cards, where the original ones were just kind of edgy for the 60s.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they had that like underground comic book kind of thing going on.
I think like the red and green skeletons is like right out of that too. The ray guns that just leave like the charred remains.
I don't think it was.
Oh, really?
No, 'cause I don't think so. So I think that was something that they intentionally did in this, because this was supposed to be coming out around Christmas time.
Huh.
Yeah, which I gotta tell you, I loved the fact that the skeleton would be left like whatever color the ray was.
Yeah. It's a really cool like look. You know?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm out of coffee already.
Yeah, I mean, like just the whole like the look of this movie, everything just clicks with like Tim Burton and like the feel of everything. Like,
yeah. I like that everything looks like it's obviously set in the 90s, but everything looks like it's from the 50s.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit of that like Doctor Strangelove, War Room kind of aesthetic thing going on.
Yeah, even like the government reaction is very much along the lines of like Doctor Strangelove, of like it's the same they're parodying the same thing.
Yeah.
Just this bureaucracy trying to deal with this like situation that like, a bureaucracy cannot swiftly like react to.
No. Especially because you have to consider that it's one country trying to make all the decisions for the entire globe right now. Man, I love the design of those aliens. Like, they're so unique. Like you can't mistake those for some other movie. Like
no, you know exactly what that's from. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, it's like a really cool. I love Rod Steiger in this movie too. Just the angry like, oh god, like reaction he has to everything. Like this scene in particular when they turn on the translator for the first time and it's like something that mows like a harvest, and he just goes, "What the hell does that mean?" I fucking love it. When he gets shrunk down, he's still just yelling.
Yeah. We'll fight you on the beaches. We'll fight you in the streets. Crunch.
Oh, Mo. Jack Nicholson's reaction to that.
Oh, it's funny to watch Jack Nicholson's president character, just like his world and just completely fucking collapses, and you just watch him just get beaten down scene by scene.
Oh man.
Yeah, nobody did a bad job in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, like everybody like had fun with it. I mean, like that's really all you can do. Like that's how you make it good. Is just.
I think that's part of why it was so good. Is like everybody realized what kind of movie it was.
Yeah.
So nobody was like fooled into playing it straight.
Yeah, just lean into it. Do what you want.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, and all the goofy technology. It's all like very boxy with fucking satellite dishes spinning on top of them.
Yeah.
It's just dumb shit. Like
when we see the Martians like on Earth, they're in these cool like battle suits, and then like when they're in the UFOs, they're all just wearing bikini briefs.
Yeah, just
like, it's very weird.
Chilling in their underwear.
Like this advanced civilization, like you don't invent clothes.
Yeah, I was watching it with Shelly, and she goes, "Why are they in their underwear?" Like, I don't know. I guess they don't like wearing clothing.
That's something that never like struck me like until I watched it this time. Like, they're just chilling out, like
just hanging. Oh, how fucking great is Tom Jones?
He's another one who just leans into the role. Like, yeah.
Well, he has to lean because his cock is so huge.
He's always just leaning forward, yeah. He's leaning into anything that he does, really. Annette Bening was another person I completely forgot was in this movie. Another like
Yeah.
person who's known for just serious acting, like just having fun. All right, let's. I say it's time we go to the ratings on this.
You want to rate it?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of just being a fun, goofy, like sci-fi movie, you cannot go wrong with this. If that's what you're in the market for,
Yeah, no, like it executed what it wants to do.
yeah,
Perfectly.
I'm gonna go like 8 on that.
Yeah.
Just for like you said, it's perfect, like Saturday afternoon movie. It's just it's fun. It's what it needs to be. Like you're not here to like deeply think about this. It's just fun and goofy. And
We don't get these anymore.
Yeah.
You don't get satire anymore. You get parodies and goofs, which I'm tired of. Like, there's nothing smart or clever about any of that.
Yeah, it seems like the go-to comedy formula is now like just do the Naked Gun.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't matter how good we make the jokes, just make them goofy and over the top, and like people will go. And like there hasn't been a good movie like that. Like
No, like
couldn't-
Scary Movie ruined that entire genre of movie.
yeah,
Well, okay, so Scary Movie didn't ruin it. The subsequent sequels and knockoffs ruined it.
yeah. I mean, like the first, I remember the first Scary Movie being good. I don't remember I know I've seen the second one, but I don't remember. But like, once you get into like Scary Movie, like 3, 4, you're up to like even 5. I'm gonna say probably.
Yeah.
And then like like you said, the shitty like just the spin-offs and the knockoffs and like it just takes the whole fun out of the whole like genre.
Yeah. Anything that had movie at the title, in the ending of the title,
Yeah.
you knew it was going to be trash.
Yeah.
But this, I'm with you. 8 is probably where it sits.
Like cool monsters, it's just fun. It's just that's like it's
If it had really good CG, it'd be a 9.
Oh yeah. Like I said, if you could like do like a special edition of this with like redone CGI,
Yeah.
oh, that would be amazing.
Yep.
Just touch up those aliens a little bit.
I don't think the problem was really the alien. The aliens looked good.
Yeah.
It was like the things around them that looked like shit. Like the dog Sarah Jessica Parker thing.
Oh, those look
Like
really bad.
That looked like shit.
Yeah, you're right about those. I didn't even think about those.
Yeah.
But like the one that springs to mind too is like there's in the first scene after like the Nevada, the first contact, like you see the 2 aliens like dragging her up the steps, and like that looks really bad too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I just wish the CGI were like better.
She's fantastic. I forget her name, but the grandmother
Yes.
here.
We'll get to that in the better known as
She played Juno in Beetlejuice.
Juno and Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Not your coach.
He died. Oh, he survived.
He survived.
Men's room. What are you talking? Get out of here.
Yeah. So I think we're both in solidarity.
Yeah.
8.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, let's do some trivia.
Not to bother you with trivia.
I used to think they were kind of trivial. There's actually some really good ones in here. Jack Nicholson accepted the role without reading the script, since he enjoyed working with Tim Burton on Batman and wanted to work with him again.
I can see that.
Can you imagine how good that must feel for Jack Nicholson to go, yeah, I want to work with you again? Like,
yeah.
a titan of cinema just going, I like you, let's work again.
I mean, that's another movie you can tell, like, he just had fun doing Batman. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Being the Joe. I mean, like, this is like, this ranking changes on, like, any given day of the week. But I will say he is the second best Joker, in my opinion. Behind my favorite being Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
As the cartoon Joker.
Yeah. Oh, he did it for so long, too.
Yeah.
He only recently stopped, like in the past couple of years, I think.
Yeah. Can't remember exactly when, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
and he just nails the voice. Like that's the voice I hear when
He's got the attitude of it. Like,
yeah,
it just nailed. Let's see here. Producer director Tim Burton visited Tom Jones backstage, one of his Las Vegas shows, to ask him to appear in the movie. Additionally, Jones's actual backup singers at the time, Darrell Porter Holden, Christy Black, and Sharon Hendricks played his doomed backup singers in the movie.
right.
Which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe Tom pushed for that, or
it might have just been easiest, like if they were filming, because that's one thing I wonder. Like, I wonder if that was in the actual studio, like, or not studio, the theater where he was performing at the time.
yeah,
It might have just been the easiest way to capture it all, you know?
it's possible. Tim Burton called Pam Grier and asked her to fly to Los Angeles for an audition. She said she wanted to do it, but couldn't because her dog was terminally ill. He called her back several times and eventually decided that she had already auditioned by not leaving her dog, since her character in the movie refused to leave her son.
All right, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's a little hokey, but
if that's the story you're going with, Tim, sure.
yeah, sure. Or he was just like, man, I really want Pam Grier in this movie. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is right after Jackie Brown, so like she was, pretty like she was a hot commodity at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how into like the history of cinema Tim Burton would really be. I mean, probably pretty deep into it, but I don't know if he's like really into those like 70s era blaxploitation movies.
Yeah, I mean, like Tarantino, I can see you being into
Tarantino
that.
would
Yeah,
love
Tim
him.
Burton on the other hand, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. He always seemed like he was more of the artsy kind of guy.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. In the first drafts of the script and in the novelization, the Martians' ray guns had a variety of lethal graphic effects. Victims were bisected, body parts were cut off, huge holes were blown into them. Other victims were melted, shredded, or turned into a flame. To avoid an R rating from the MPAA, the producers toned down the effects of the Martian rays, and victims were just reduced to skeletons. So, I guess it never got to the filming aspect of it.
Yeah.
All that really gross shit. But now I'm interested in the novelization of this movie.
Yeah, I really wish they would have done like an R-rated version of this.
Yeah. This fucking the Desert Strike fucking scene. Producer director Tim Burton pitched the idea of this movie to Warner Brothers by showing them the Topps trading cards that inspired the screenplay. Now, I don't know if he showed them the original ones or like the 94 reissues.
Yeah. Probably the originals. I bet you the 94s came about because they were working on this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if this came out in 96...
It means they probably started working on it in 94, 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been pitched maybe like 93 around there.
Yeah. Of course, it was probably easier for him to collect those old cards at this point, too. Because, like, right now, the prices on those, the originals, stupid money.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Which I'm sure is partially because of this movie. But yeah, I was looking up some of the prices on them. Like, I think there was like 30 or 50 in the original set.
Huh.
And most of them go for like $250 a pop.
Jeez.
Except for the first couple, which are like $3,000 to $5,000. But I guess if you got Tim Burton money, it's not really a problem.
Yeah, he's got a couple bucks at that point.
Yeah. Let's see. The mothership has a container holding the fat clown from Batman Returns.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's a ton of, like, hidden in the background shit in this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, no shit.
Tim Burton had wanted to bring the Martians to life via stop-motion animation as an homage to the...
Ray Harryhausen?
Yep, the Ray Harryhausen
See, that
special
I would have liked
effects.
to have seen.
Well, he first considered Harry Selick or Henry Selick, who had directed Nightmare Before Christmas, as the right man for the job, but Selick was busy with his own stop-motion movie, James and the Giant Peach, which was also being produced by Tim Burton.
Yeah.
They initially worked out with a different team of animators, but when the studio refused to finance the project cost, they finally decided on computer-generated imagery created by Industrial Light and Magic, which was much cheaper. And the ILM animators made the CGI purposely look a bit cheap and fake, as per Burton's request. Although he decided against animating the Martians without motion blur, which would have made them seem more stop motiony.
Yeah.
So I get what he was trying to do. He was like, let's make it look like a throwback thing where the special effects look shitty.
Like a cheesy special effect. But I think, like,
at the time, might have worked. Now, just makes it look bad.
Yeah, like the CGI at the time, I'm sure, like they said, it was cheaper. I'm sure, like, the look was, like, to do was just way easier. Like,
Yeah.
but, like, going back now, looking at it, like, if I were looking at stop motion animation versus that now completely out of date computer animation, I would have been like,
Yeah.
oh, the stop motion looks amazing, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I really would have liked to have seen them as stop motion. That would have been, I think,
Yeah.
would have made it better, I think.
Even if they did like a split, so if it was like stop motion on some of the stuff, or like, and CG where they're actually interacting with people.
Yeah, use the CGI to enhance like that stuff when you need it. You know?
Yeah.
Don't go rely on it full time.
Yeah. So Johnny Depp turned down the role of reporter Jason Stone.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind that Johnny Depp said no to Tim Burton.
Yeah, at this point, this is, again, like, it would have been like 95 or so, so...
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands was out.
Yeah. This is,
Ed Wood was out, right?
Ed Wood was 94, I believe.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, so, this is pre-Pirates of the Caribbean, so he's not, like, a mega huge, like... He's huge, at that point, but...
Yeah.
Not, like, out of reach. Huh.
I wonder if he had something else on the horizon that he was going for.
Maybe.
Because this seems like a movie that Johnny Depp would want to do.
Especially with the rest of the cast. Like,
yeah.
All these people.
Yeah. I like Michael J. Fox in that role, though.
Yeah.
The Martians land in Pahrump, Nevada, home of radio talk show host Art Bell.
Bell, yeah.
Yep. Bell is well known for featuring guests who are involved in one way or another with the subject of outer space life. This ranges from scientists investigating the possibility of extraterrestrial life to people who claim to have been contacted, kidnapped, examined, or impregnated, sometimes all at the same time, by space aliens.
Yeah, he used to host the show Coast to Coast AM.
Yeah.
Which is still on, but it is just a shadow of what it used to be.
It's way watered down.
Now it's just right-wing talk radio, basically. Like, crypto bullshit and stuff like that. But, like, you can still, on Saturday nights, they play Where in Time with Art Bell, it's called. Like, they'll play it for a couple hours before Coast to Coast. And, like, those shows are just fucking amazing.
Oh, really?
Because it would come on at, like, 1 in the morning. And this is, like, I was, a nocturnal person, like, when I was younger. So, like, it was just perfect prime time, like.
Yep.
And they'd talk about aliens and ghosts and demons. Like, it was just the fucking greatest thing to listen to.
Yep.
And it just, they got this new host, and, like, he just slowly, like, started just working in just bullshit. Like,
to turn it into, like, InfoWars kind of shit.
Yeah,
lame.
And it's just not what it used to be. Like,
I love conspiracy theories. I don't like people who take conspiracy theories to the extreme. Like, that believe in all of them. Or believe in, like, the really fucking wild shit that you absolutely know is not real.
Yeah.
Like, I love cryptos, like Mothman and Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster and, and ghost stories and shit like that. Like, all that weird off-kilter
that's what
shit.
It used to be just like crazy fucking. He did a series of interviews with this priest, Father Malachi Martin, like, about just possession and, like, demonic shit. Like, those are all I can just listen to those, like, nonstop.
I was telling you in our group chat, I was listening to a 4-part podcast series about Heaven's Gate.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that they used to call into that show a lot.
Oh, probably,
back
yeah.
back in the
because that's all in that
80s,
same,
I think it was.
same
Yeah.
wheelhouse. Just aliens on this comet, and they're gonna, take us to this magical paradise. Yeah, like, oh, that show used to be so great.
Yeah, it was like the Howard Stern of weirdos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
awesome. Let's see here. Tim.
Actually, there's a Howard Stern tie-in also. I don't know if that's in your trivia.
No.
We will get to that when you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tim Burton co-wrote the screenplay, but asked not to receive any credit. Jonathan Gems dedicated the novelization to Burton. Definitely gonna have to look into the novelization of this because that
sounds like it's better.
Yeah. sounds good.
Yeah.
Tim Burton reunites with Danny Elfman after not working together on Ed Wood. Burton and Elfman experienced quote-unquote creative differences during The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't see what there is to have creative differences about on a soundtrack that Danny Elfman is producing.
Yeah, just let him do his thing, Tim. Like, you do the movie, he'll do the music. Like,
yeah. He's better than you.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're like, art house fucking kid into the Cure and shit, but like, pretty sure he's got this, man.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah.
Danny Elfman is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Originally, it was planned that Jack Nicholson would play President James Dale, with Michael Keaton playing Art Land.
Oh man.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah. And obviously they worked together for Batman in 1989
and Batman Returns.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? Where'd it go? I lost my place. Warren Beatty was originally cast as President James Dale. Paul Newman was cast when Beatty dropped out, but then left the project over violence concerns.
I don't see Paul Newman having fun in this role like Jack Nicholson did.
No.
I think he would have taken it like seriously.
Yeah, he might not have really understood what they were trying to do. I mean, but he might have. I mean, Paul Newman's not an idiot.
Yeah, he's been in some fucking great movies, but I just don't see like him like doing comedically what like Jack Nicholson did in this movie.
Yeah. I think you're right.
That's that shot that's like right out of a
that's all. Yeah, that's
card.
on one of the cards. Man, there's some fucking great stuff in this movie. Oh, the T-shirt worn by Richie, Lucas Haas.
I was wondering what that was.
He wears the same fucking T-shirt through the entire movie.
Even at the end when he's getting the medal, he still has the same outfit on.
He was wearing it at the funeral.
Oh God! One of the things that made me laugh so hard at the funeral is that the 21 gun salute. Anytime the guns go off, the entire family just like shudders like for a second, which is so real. Like
yep. I've seen that happen.
Yeah. Like it's coming, and it's still startling.
Yep. But yeah, I was also trying to figure it out because like it looked like a cool T-shirt.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see like, is that like a comic book or a band or something or like a movie or whatever. It is actually a variation of the front cover of Alien Sex Fiend's 1984 studio album, Acid Bath. Apparently Tim Burton is a fan of the band.
Again, this art house music bullshit. Like,
well, Alien Sex Fiend is weird. Like, I don't know if you've ever listened. Yeah. It's like, if I'm remembering correctly, it's like really weird, like techno-y, industrial kind of stuff. Like, I guess kind of like Old Ministry.
Yeah, okay.
That's if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong, but so ventriloquist Jeff Dunham used the Martian eyes, I'm assuming from one of the practical effects, for Ahmed, the dead terrorist puppet.
Yeah, that I can see that.
Yeah,
I hate that I know what that fucking puppet is.
My kids love Jeff Dunham.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked him when he first started kind of getting popular, and then I was
he
like,
was, funny when I was like 14 in the 90s. Like,
yeah, and it's like, all right, I'm kind of over this.
yeah.
This is very one-trick pony. Hugh Grant was considered for the role of Professor Donald Kessler. I don't think he would have done as good a job.
Yeah. Yeah, like Pierce Brosnan, like another one who just leaned into the goofiness of it.
Yeah.
You know?
But he played it a lot different than I think Hugh Grant would have. Because Hugh Grant, I mean, as good as Hugh Grant is, he is very samey in everything. He's always that just like upper crusty, cheeky guy.
Yeah.
Where Pierce Brosnan has a little more, he's got a little more paint on his palette, I think.
Yeah, he plays it kind of like a clueless, like he's a smart guy, but he's just kind of a doofus at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, that could have been good. It wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah.
The cast includes 3 Oscar winners, Jack Nicholson, Natalie Portman, and Rod Steiger, and 6 Oscar nominees, Annette Bening, Glenn Close, Danny DeVito, Sylvia Sidney, Paul Winfield, and Barbette Schroeder. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Apparently somebody that was nominated for an Oscar. So doing better than me.
She also didn't make the cut for Better Known As.
Alec Baldwin was in late talks to join the cast shortly before filming, but then dropped out.
I wonder if he would have been the Michael J. Fox or maybe like the Pierce Brosnan role. Oh, you know what? Martin Short, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Which he also played that part great. Just like the creepy.
Yeah,
like,
he was such a sleaze bag. Welcome to the Kennedy room.
I love that scene in general. Like she just like Lisa Marie is the alien, like female. It's just so creepy and like weird. And, yeah.
It looked like she was on roller skates.
Yeah, one of the things that made me laugh was when she gets into the White House. Like he walks ahead of her and like she's like lagging behind. And like when the Secret Service guy turns around, she like hunches over like one of the Martians and like runs up to him and like stands up straight like right as she gets there. Like, it was hilarious.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, there was some trivia about that character that I left out of here, but like she never blinks on screen, and there are no buttons or zippers or anything. She had to get sewn into that costume.
That's crazy.
Yeah. This one's fun. Tim Burton was told repeatedly that he could not kill off Jack Nicholson's character in a movie. I don't know if that was like a contractual thing or just like like an unspoken rule or whatever.
Did it twice.
Yeah. Then this led to his decision to cast Nicholson in 2 roles and kill off both of them. Fuck you, I'll do it twice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that autopsy scene we were mentioning earlier.
Is it this one or is it, I think there's another.
I think there's one later on without Pierce Brosnan too.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's not Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, no.
He just kind of looks like him. The music used to kill the Martians was that of country western singer Slim Whitman. Whitman's Indian Love Call and I'm Casting My Lasso were featured. My grandmother used to listen to a lot of Slim Whitman when I was a kid.
All right.
So like I could recognize the songs, but I was like, who the fuck is, I can't, and like I knew it, but I couldn't place it, and it was driving me crazy until I found that.
There's the perfect segue, actually, in the thing that I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
The ending of this movie is ripped off, like almost beat for beat, from a Howard Stern bit from 1982.
Really?
Yeah. He did this bit at the time when he was working for NBC called Slim Whitman.
WNBC.
WNBC. Called Slim Whitman versus the Aliens. And like it was, the same thing. Like I want to say even like some of the parts of the movie like are in this bit. I don't want to say like the desert scene is one of them. I mean, right down to Slim Whitman's music is what kills the aliens. Like,
Really?
makes their heads blow up. Yeah, yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. I mean, you have the character of Richie Norris in this movie, and like the co-writer is Howard's co-host slash like writing partner, Fred Norris.
Yeah.
So like, there's so many similarities that like it's never been proven, and like he was like very close to just fucking suing the shit out of this dude.
Yeah.
But he never did because he was just like, it's a stupid like horrible like throwaway bit that we did. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sue this guy over it. Like, but it's crazy that there's so many similarities that are just beat for beat like in this movie. Like,
That's wild.
yeah.
I never knew that. That's fucking hilarious though.
Yeah. Moving on. Oh, do we want to save again, or do we want to just keep going?
Nah, just keep going.
Keep it going.
Fuck it. Rock and roll.
That's how we live, on the fucking edge. Let's move this to the top, or just make it tall and 2 screens high.
That's weird.
No, it's tiny.
What are you doing?
I'm fucking everything up.
Jesus Christ, maybe we should have saved it.
That's what I wanted to do. Okay, on to the better known as segment. The goddamn cursors all over the place. We will start off with director Tim Burton. Like, pretty much everybody in this movie is somebody you know. Like, this is going to be kind of a hard better known as, because you know all these people. Like, Tim Burton, you've Batman Returns, fucking Nightmare Before Christmas, Edward Scissorhands, some of the lesser known ones, Frankenweenie, Corpse Bride, Ed Wood, which is a movie like I argue we should do on this podcast.
Yeah,
it is not a monster movie, but it is very much about the creation of like monster movies, which we love.
Okay,
it's definitely something I think we should do. It is an amazing movie. Also, on top of all that,
I'm not opposed. You know what? Rules be damned. We should do it.
We're doing Ed Wood.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in so long. That's a movie I just watch every now and again.
Yeah,
so I'm definitely due. Some of the things that he has coming up, Tim Burton directing wise, Beetlejuice 2, which seems to be like on again, off again, on again, off again. Like,
I don't want it.
Yeah, like on the one hand, like you've got Tim Burton, all right, but that, at the same time, is that all right? But you have like Michael Keaton. Yeah, you have Michael Keaton, which is that goes a long way with me.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else like Winona Ryder, or Alec Baldwin or Gina Davis, but I hope so.
Notorious murderer Alec Baldwin.
He is directing the Wednesday TV series that's going to be coming out. So, is it this year? Holy shit!
Interesting.
Yeah, he did the Dumbo movie, which is the last movie he directed, which was really weird movie.
Yeah. You know what? I really did enjoy Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I don't remember if I liked it or not. It was with Ava Green. Frankenweenie, I remember liking the 2012 one.
I did like Frankenweenie.
Yeah, Dark Shadows is a pile of shit. Terrible fucking
really
movie.
Is. Really is.
I'm not a big musical fan, but Sweeney Todd was pretty good.
Yep, loved it.
I do enjoy that movie.
I went and saw that in the theater twice.
Yeah,
I think.
I hadn't seen it until within the past like 5 years, maybe or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Amanda got me to watch it. I was not a big fan of Big Fish. I haven't seen it since it was first out, so maybe I should give it another shot. The movie's 20 fucking years old almost.
Yeah, it's whimsical, like it's got that.
Yeah, it's very, very Tim Burton-y.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corpse Bride, I don't remember seeing. That just seems like knockoff Nightmare Before Christmas.
What? Oh no, it's very different.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh. I was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was all right. I didn't mind that movie.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes, also a steaming pile of shit.
Yep, sure was.
Sleepy Hollow was okay. Visually, it was a cool movie, but I mean, like, he's got some classics. I mean, Ed Wood, I just mentioned, the Batman movies that he did are great. Edward Scissorhands, Beetlejuice, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I'm a rebel, Dottie.
A loner, a rebel. That is a classic movie. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tim Burton.
Yeah, everybody knows Tim Burton.
Very art housey.
He's the like mainstream goth guy. Like it's what he does.
Yeah, he's your hot topic of directors, basically.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, who I'm sure you know. You've seen Jack Nicholson somewhere.
Yeah.
In one of, some of these little-known classic movies, such as Chinatown, The Departed, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
He
Nest.
hasn't done a movie in 12 fucking years?
Yeah, he's been retired for a while.
Oh, I didn't know he actually retired.
I want to say he is also, like, not quite all there, like, a la Bruce Willis. Yeah.
That sucks.
yeah.
He was so good in The Departed. Like,
That movie is 16 years old already.
no, it's not.
2006.
No. Oh my god.
That movie can drive a car.
I hate everything now.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, just so many classic movies. I mean, A Few Good Men. God,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Holy shit. Yeah, no, like his IMDb reads like a list of movies that you need to fucking watch. Like,
Yeah.
it's really pretty much it. Yeah, The Shining.
What the fuck? This mouse is like,
Are the batteries dying?
maybe. It can't be.
I don't know.
I mean, Easy Rider. I mean, like, this is like, I mean, going way the fuck back.
Yeah,
5 Easy Pieces. The Shining, for God's sake. How did we not mention The Shining?
I did.
Oh, all right. Sorry. How did I not mention The Shining?
I don't know. Chinatown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fucking movie.
Going back to 1956 is his first credit. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Little Shop of Horrors,
he was a kid.
1960. Let's see. Trying to close out the tab.
Yeah.
Moving on. Pierce Brosnan, best known probably as James Bond.
Yeah.
Middle of the pack James Bond, if you ask me.
He's all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's not, not my favorite and not my least favorite.
No, they're very watchable movies. They just
Although the last one he was in is a fucking terrible movie.
Yeah.
That's easily one of the worst James Bond movie. Die Another Day.
they took a lot for his James Bond movies. They took a lot of the spy stuff out and
That was
replaced
mostly
it with
about like tech and gadgets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like, more about him being kind of witty and like.
yeah. So I get it, I guess, but it's just not what I wanted.
Yeah, the Daniel Craig reboot was definitely like needed by at that point.
Yeah.
Man, those are great movies. The first couple ones, anyway. Some of the other stuff that Pierce Brosnan's in. I mean, TV wise, he was in Remington Steele. That's what landed him the James Bond gig.
Yeah.
Thomas Crown Affair, another just basically like him playing James Bond, like not named James Bond.
Yeah, there was another one that was like that too. Oh, what the fuck was it? Maybe we'll see it on here.
Dante's Peak, which was on TV earlier this very day. That was the year we had 2 Volcano movies.
Yeah.
It was Volcano was the other one. What was the name of that other Volcano?
It was Joe versus the Volcano.
Yeah. Die Another Day. That movie's 20 years old. Oh my god.
How old is GoldenEye?
Dad's got to say that was 94, I'm going to say. Let's see. GoldenEye was 95. That was
Yeah.
off by a year.
That's insane that he did GoldenEye and then did Mars Attacks.
Yeah. 95, 96. And then Tomorrow Never Dies was 97. Which is one of his better Bond outings.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep. I watched that not too long ago, like within the past year, and that movie holds up.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a very long time. Anything else? Let's see. Hammer House of Horror, 1980.
Oh shit.
Good for him. All right, moving on. If I can get to the X. There we go. Sarah Jessica Parker, probably best known as what's that? Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Also known from it's that movie that everybody likes, the Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife is obsessed with that movie.
Yeah, same here. It was all right.
Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just not in my wheelhouse. But
I don't love it, but whatever.
Trying to think of anything else that she was. Oh, she's in Ed
She's in
Wood
Ed
also. Honeymoon in Vegas, which is a pretty decent comedy with her, Nick Cage, and James Caan.
She was in Hold on, I can do it. I can do it. Not Flashdance. Not Dirty Dancing. The one with Kevin Bacon.
Footloose?
Footloose. Wasn't she in Footloose?
I don't think so.
Yeah, right there.
Oh. Oh, yeah, Footloose. Rusty.
Rusty.
That's not a very feminine nickname,
Not really.
but whatever.
I think she had like red hair in that movie or something.
Okay. But yeah, that is Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yep.
Moving on. There
Also,
are
also
so
known
many
for
names.
being married to
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. Annette Bening. I mean, her biggest role is probably American Beauty. Most recently, the most notable thing she was in was Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
She was also in Death on the Nile, which is now on Hulu. Not a commercial, just something I just happened to remember.
She was on The Sopranos as Annette Bening.
Huh. I think maybe that was like Christopher, like having a dream about like
Oh,
being
maybe.
in Hollywood. I think. I don't remember.
That character was insufferable. I fucking hated him.
Yeah, I recently rewatched the whole series and like, yeah, he was fucking like just a whiny bitch.
He's just loathsome.
Yeah. Oh, The Great Outdoors. That's right. She's Dan Aykroyd's wife in that movie. That movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's a movie I can always watch. Like,
I haven't seen it in so long.
so
Is that the one? Is that the one where like the bear knocks down the door and just jumping on it on top of John Candy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pouncing on top. Yeah. He shoots him in the ass at the end with the buckshot.
Yeah.
Just blows all the hair off of his ass.
John Candy's ass.
The bear. Yeah, classic comedy. John Candy.
the old
and, Dan
96er.
Aykroyd. The old 90s. That's a reference I still make. Like, the old 96. He's not done. It's just nothing left but grizzle and fat.
What?
If I can get a dessert down there, you're throwing some t-shirts for the kids. Oh, man.
I miss John Candy so much.
Yeah. Oh, man, he was great.
Glenn Close, fucking amazing.
Yeah, amazing actress. Let's see. Some of the most recent things she was in. Yeah, that's right. She was Homer Simpson's mom. I forgot about that. The Simpsons. She was Nova Prime in Guardians of the Galaxy. What else? I mean, probably best known, Fatal Attraction. She was nominated for an Academy Award for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over that earlier.
Yeah.
Like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy. She's Cruella DeVille in the live-action 101 Dalmatians.
Yep.
She was on The Shield. I never saw that show, but I heard that's a really, really good show.
Yeah, I think she was like the chief, the police chief or police commissioner or something like that.
Okay. Maybe if I do that, it'll be easier. There we go. Let's see. The Dalmatians movie. She was a voice in Tarzan. Assuming, yeah, that's the Disney cartoon.
Air Force One.
Oh, yeah, Air Force One. Dangerous Liaisons.
Yeah.
The Big Chill. But yeah, I mean, Glenn Close, like, known just acting giant.
Just quality.
Yeah. Speaking of acting quality, Danny DeVito, as we move on. I mean, like, comedic, like, wise, fucking Frank Reynolds, like, one of the greatest, like, TV characters, I have to say, like,
Yeah.
of all fucking time. He's in 154 episodes of It's Always Sunny. That is incredible. I mean, considering, like, that show does, like, 12 episodes a season, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's been on that fucking long.
Yeah.
You know, that might be what he's most known. I mean, like, I can't even say that's what
That
he's most
can't-
known as, because
no.
he's just known as Danny DeVito. Like,
Yeah.
he's just amazing, you know?
So, I mean, you go all the way back to like fucking with Taxi.
Taxi. That's right, he's Homer's brother. More Simpson family
Yeah.
characters. It's the voice of the Lorax. I didn't know that. Although that fits.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in a ton of shit. That's just awesome. Like fucking Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah.
with Billy Crystal. Yeah,
Yeah, Romancing the Stone with
Yep.
Michael Douglas and Kathleen
fucking twins.
Turner. Oh, twins. Yeah, yeah. That's really the cameo is Mini Me in Austin Powers, like the Austin Powers movie.
Yeah.
He's the voice in Hercules.
Yeah, he was Phil.
L.A. Confidential. That is an amazing movie.
Yeah.
That is easily in my top 10 like favorite movies of all time, I would say.
Is that the one with
That's
hold
another
on, I
movie
can
with
do it.
like everybody in it.
I can do it. Oh God.
Just name an actor and they're probably in it.
Russell Crowe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, Kevin Spacey,
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. It's a 40s like detective movie. It's like Hollywood in the 40s, and like they're all like on the LAPD, and it's just like rampant corruption and just like shit going down. Very much in the same vein of like Chinatown, basically.
Yeah.
That movie like was an Academy Award factory, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it
deservedly
was.
so. That is just like I said, one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I can just watch that anytime, anywhere. And he's like a sleazy, like tabloid, like paparazzo, like publisher.
Oh yeah.
Get Shorty, another incredible movie that he's in.
Yep. Matilda.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but that's like a very well regarded movie.
Renaissance Man. I really enjoyed watching that movie.
It's where he's like a teacher, right?
He was like an English teacher.
Yeah.
And he winds up teaching like people in the army.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And it's basically his not quite Dead Poet Society, but like
Yeah.
in that
same like
in
teacher
that
changing people's
ballpark,
lives.
yeah. Kind of a Goodwill Hunting kind of thing.
We've mentioned Batman Returns, like his turn as the Penguin.
So good.
Incredible, yeah.
So good.
Just so creepy and disturbing.
He was disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. At least I don't have blood dripping from or gushing from my nose. Like, what? Oh man. He's the Grundle King in My Little Pony the movie.
What? I would assume that's just what you call My Little Pony fans at this point.
Grundle Kings. Yeah, whoever wrote that did, well, they couldn't look it up in the Urban Dictionary in 1986, but it would have helped them
Sure would have.
greatly.
Yeah, Romancing the Stone. Oh, he was in Johnny Dangerously?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's another hilarious movie. What is this guy? This gun shoots through churches and schools. We mentioned Taxi, Louis De Palma. He's in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest too, isn't he? Yeah, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he goes back to 1970. Again, trying to nail down that X. There we go.
Yep.
Moving on. Martin Short, another comedic legend. He was in the movie Interspace, which we went on about a couple episodes ago.
Yep.
I love that movie.
Fucking Three Amigos.
Three Amigos, another classic comedy. That's a mail plane. How can you tell? By the little balls hanging down. It's a movie I did not get as a child. A joke I did not get as a child.
You know, as much as I do love Martin Short, I hated Jiminy Glick.
Yeah, I never understood the appeal of that. It was not funny to me. Like,
It felt like oh my God, why am I forgetting his name? The Man on the Moon.
Andy Kaufman.
It felt like an Andy Kaufman just like rip off kind of thing.
Yeah. I just never got into that. I'm trying to think of like any like what are the roles that like he mostly stands out for. I mean, he's on Only Murders in the Building right now, which is a really good show on Hulu with Steve Martin and Selena Gomez.
His standout shit would have been in like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, like 80s and 90s. He has like one-offs here and there. He's in a couple of episodes of How I Met Your Mother. Jack Frost in the Santa Claus 3. I never saw that one. He had a great role in Arrested Development. He was like this rich, like old guy. He was like a paraplegic, and instead of like being in a wheelchair, he's this like muscly guy carrying him around all the time. Primetime Glick, which we mentioned. Just I never.
Yeah,
never
I don't know.
Anyway, I don't. We're just staring in silence.
Yeah.
You know who Martin Short is.
Yeah.
Clifford with him and Charles Grodin. I never understood the appeal of Charles Grodin either.
Me neither.
Yeah.
He's like shitty Chevy Chase. And
Yeah.
Chevy Chase is shitty enough.
I get like him being an asshole was supposed to be funny, but like it's just him being an asshole. Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Michael J. Fox. I mean,
Fucking legend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Marty McFly, Alex P. Keaton, The Frighteners. That is a movie that does not get talked about enough.
I love it. I love it
That
so
is an
much.
amazing movie. Peter Jackson, pre-Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He is like a paranormal, like, con man, but like not. I mean, like he is
a psychic, but he also sells it for money.
Yeah. Like he is an actual psychic. He can talk to dead people. But yeah, like you said, he uses it to make money. Amazing movie that just does not get enough credit.
Yeah. Who's the main bad guy ghost there was
it's Jeffrey Combs, isn't it?
No, he's the like the FBI agent guy.
Okay.
That was Jeffrey Combs. It was holy shit. I can do this. If my brain wasn't just ravaged right now. Oh God.
I remember like Arlie Ermey is in that movie.
Yeah. It's Jake.
Again, it's like we have a database.
You could literally click on it
of
right now.
Movies. 96.
I feel like a fucking idiot right now.
Another 26-year-old movie. Oh, Jake Busey.
Busey. Why?
Yeah.
Why could I not remember Busey? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen this in so long. I gotta watch this movie again.
Yeah. It's so absurd.
Yeah. It's another just fun, like, and
it is legitimate.
movie.
It's a legitimate, like, scary movie.
Yeah.
It's just like there's goofiness that goes along with it. It's got that old school Peter Jackson flair.
All right, we're not going back to Michael J. Fox because I can't go back on this anymore.
Oh.
But he has a great like short stint on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Does he?
There's like one of the seasons, like Larry moves to New York for like a little bit, and his neighbor is Michael J. Fox, and like they just butt heads like from the get go.
Oh, really?
And like he's doing like Michael J. Fox is just doing things to Larry to be a dick to him and like blaming it on the Parkinson's. Like
Yeah.
and like Larry's calling him out on it, but nobody believes him. They think he's just being mean to Michael J. Fox. Like,
Is he like playing Michael J. Fox in it?
yeah, he's playing
Oh, okay.
himself. Yeah, like there's one point like he gives him a soda and like because he's got Parkinson's, like it's all shaken up, so he goes to open it and it blows up. He's like, "You shook it up on purpose." He's like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "It's Parkinson's." Like, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh shit! I think I just clicked off somebody I didn't.
You sure did.
Hold on.
doesn't-
There's a way to get back. Oh, Rod Steiger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely wanted to mention Rod Steiger.
Professional angry man.
Yeah, like we mentioned, he's the one general who just immediately wants to nuke the aliens. My microphone is not aligned. There we go. Much better.
Yeah.
He is another like actor who's just been around forever. I would say if this fucking mouse would cooperate, his credits go back to I think 1950.
I don't know.
1950.
Yeah, it showed he was born in the 20s. So.
Yeah. Some of the notable things he was in On the Waterfront. I mean, like legendary movie with Marlon Brando. I want to say Marlon Brando won an Academy Award for that movie. He was in the 1955 version of Oklahoma. Let's see.
This dude was doing at least 2 movies a fucking year.
Cranking them out. The Longest Day. It's a legendary World War II movie, I believe.
Yeah.
Dr.
Was
Zhivago.
that, was The Longest Day a John Wayne movie?
Let's see.
Up.
Oh, did I pass it? The Longest Day. Let's see. It appears so. Yep, John Wayne.
Yeah.
All right, it actually went back.
Yeah, like John Wayne's westerns are great. I think his war movies are better.
Yeah.
He's just less well known for them.
Yeah. In the Heat of the Night.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah. Him and Sidney Poitier, who just passed recently. Let's see. The Amityville Horror. That's right. He's the priest in that movie.
Oh, that's right. I just recently watched that. It holds up.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
It is basically the template for the modern horror house or haunted house movie. Like it hits everything that you kind of want, and I mean, it does it in. It's a little. I don't want to say primitive, but it's like you can tell it was.
It was before it was a trope, basically.
Yeah, it was like it was finding all these things on its own.
Yeah. That's right. He was in the episode of The Simpsons where Homer joins the Naval Reserves. His name was Captain Tennille.
That's a little on the nose for The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Pool Hall Junkies.
Moving on, Tom
Jesus
Jones.
Christ, look how leathery he is in that picture. Looks like a fucking strip of fucking rawhide.
Yeah, that man has spent some time in the sun. The real sun or the artificial one, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
He's done some tanning. I mean, he's most well known as being Tom Jones, the singer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in some stuff here and there over the years. Another voice on The Simpsons. He was in an episode of The Fresh Prince. Fantasy Island, which showed up a lot in these IMDb's.
Yeah.
I was looking at today. Emperor's New Groove. Everybody loves Tom Jones.
Yeah. I used to have Tom Jones vinyl.
Really?
Yeah.
Lucas Haas. He was Richie Norris. He was probably had more success as an actor as a child. Isn't really as well known now. He's been in some big movies though. The Revenant in 2015. You were pointing at something.
You go up a little bit. I think I saw. Brick. Is that the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
It could be. It's 2005. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, that movie's fucking great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. Teenage loner pushes his way into the underworld of a high school crow. All right.
It's really cool because like the dialogue is it's got that like crime noir dialogue to it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Everything else is a modern movie.
Directed by Ryan Johnson. Wow.
Yeah.
When was this made? 2005?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Check that movie out. It's super good.
Yeah, I can't believe I've never even heard of it. Huh.
The dialogue stuff is a little jarring at first.
Yeah.
But it's fine. And it plays out like an old school crime noir with Joseph Gordon-Levitt being like the private dick kind of character.
All right.
But in high school.
He is probably most well known as the kid from that movie Witness with Harrison Ford. He's the Amish kid who sees a murder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's also in Inception. Let's see. Maybe I'm just too far from the.
That could be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's moving a little bit better.
He's in a movie called Meth Head.
Crazy Eyes. Inception, I mentioned. He was on Entourage for a couple episodes. The Brothers Bloom, which is a pretty decent movie, with Mark Ruffalo and Adrian Brody, I believe.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they're like these like bank robbing brothers in like the 30s maybe or something like that, or 20s.
I don't even like looking at Adrian Brody. Like
He's uncomfortable to look at.
he looks like a bag of elbows.
Yeah. He's on the show right now, Winning Time, about the Lakers in the 80s.
Yeah.
And he plays Pat Riley. And, like,
I heard that's a really good show.
it is pretty good. John C. Reilly plays Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers. And he's like,
Yeah.
he's awesome at it. But yeah, like, he's just like, he's very, like you see, he looks like a bag of elbows. Like, he's just very angular and, like, it just looks like it hurts to be, like, in his vicinity. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Lucas Haas. Oh, he played. I'll get to it. He was in an episode of Indiana Jones Chronicles. Oh, played Norman Rockwell, I want to say. Yep, Norman Rockwell, Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Oh.
Which sounds way awesomer than it actually came out.
Yeah, we bitched about that show a while back.
Yeah,
2
deservedly
episodes
so.
Yeah.
Solar Babies. I remember that movie from the 80s. It was like a futuristic, like, I want to say like they were like some kind of sports team and they won water if they won.
That's weird.
Yeah. He was in both the 80s Twilight Zone and in the 2000s, the early 2000s one, it looks like. There we go, yeah. So he had checking off 2 boxes there.
Yeah.
We mentioned Witness. And it's really about all the bigger things he would be known
Trapper
for.
John MD.
But that shows up on here a lot.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman, who we mentioned. Is
Amazing.
Yeah, you know Natalie Portman. She's in the Thor movies. She's The Professional, which we go on and on about here, deservedly so.
Yeah.
Because that movie is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was her first role in The Professional, 1994. And then this was, after that, she's in Heat, Beautiful
Oh my
Girls.
god, dude! I think I was telling you guys, like, I watched Heat.
It's been on a lot recently. Yeah.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. The movie is so fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
it's stupid. It's fucking stupid how good that movie is.
She is in the Star Wars prequels, Closer with Clive Owen, and the hell else was in that movie? That was a good movie, though.
I don't remember it.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah, that was
Haven't
really
watched that
good.
in a while. Again, you know who Natalie Portman is. Black Swan, which I believe she won an Academy Award for.
I think you're right. Or was at least nominated for it.
Yeah. She will be Thor in the next Thor movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, female Thor.
Yeah.
Annihilation, that was a pretty good movie. That was like a sci-fi movie. Who directed that? I want to say it was somebody new. Alex Garland, who just announced something, I think, this week. He directed Ex Machina. Hey, he's doing Halo? Huh, all right. Not what I was thinking of, but all right. Oh, man. That's the trailer for that came out like this week, I believe.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it looks like a creepy, like kind of like horror movie.
Yeah.
He did Ex Machina. I want to say he won some kind of these are just shit he's written. Where's the directing?
Yeah.
Only done 5 movies, huh? Ex Machina, Annihilation, Devs, which is a TV series. All right, good for Alex.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman is who we were talking about. Yeah, again, you know who Natalie Portman is.
Yeah.
Jim Brown, he played Byron Williams in this, the former heavyweight champion. Another just like legend from back in the day. He was in The Dirty Dozen, The Running Man, Any Given Sunday. He was bigger like in the 70s and then kind of went away for a while. Original Gangsters, I remember that movie. That was like the movie in the 90s when they got like all the 70s like blaxploitation stars together in one movie. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Yeah.
Like a spoof of all those movies. I
keep forgetting that was not from the 90s.
Yeah. It was 88, so it wasn't that far out of the 90s. But of course, he is probably, aside from acting, most known as an incredible football player.
Oh, he was the man.
He's the Coke commercial, right? It's Mean Joe Green.
No, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mean Joe.
The Dirty Dozen, the I Spy show with the He Who Shall Not Be Named. Lisa Marie, who played the alien, the female.
I think it was just Martian Girl. Is the actual...
Let's see. Yeah, Martian Girl is her credit. She was involved with Tim Burton for a while. She was like I think he left her like right after she married him, basically. Left her for Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
But she's been in some known movies. Tales of Halloween, which is a pretty good like horror anthology.
I always see that and I skip over it because I'm not super big on anthologies.
It was pretty good. It was fun. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Dana Gould is in one of the segments. That's really good. It's about like two dudes who live on a street who are like, he's like more of like an old school Halloween type of guy, and there's like a younger guy who's into like gory like makeup and effects, and they get into like a Halloween like decoration war.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Lords of Salem, the Rob Zombie movie.
Not good.
Yeah. Speaking of not good, she's also in the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie.
Yep. Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow. She plays Vampira in Ed Wood, which is probably her biggest role. Like her third role also.
Yes.
Yeah. Like. But yeah, that's who played the Martian Girl. Sylvia Sidney. We are getting to the end of the Better Known As finally.
Yeah.
We have only 4 more after this one.
Born in 1910.
Yeah. Her
Jesus
first movie credit
Christ.
was 1926. We'll get home. Let me go way back there because it's way the fuck back. The movie called The Sorrows of Satan in 1926.
All right.
Let's see. After that, I mean, most notably, she's probably known from Beetlejuice, Juno, the after like life caseworker.
Yeah.
So she was the 1932 version of Madame Butterfly.
Which I mean, we're saying that that's what she's best known for. Probably that's what she's best known for our particular audience.
Yeah. Like
I'm sure there are
like, when I say that I'm speaking
old school movie buffs that are like no, you are a fucking heathen.
And we are, yeah. We don't argue that.
Yeah.
Actually, she was in Les Miserables in 1952. Let's see. Like I always try to
you were in old shit when the sponsor's name was in the show.
Like if you were on something on like the Dumont network,
Yeah.
like you've been around a while.
Philco Television presents.
She was on the 8 is Enough TV series. Oh, she's in Damien, The Omen 2, WKRP in Cincinnati. The Love Boat shows up again.
Yep.
Magnum PI. I was hoping
Trapper John.
Yeah, Trapper John shows up again. Beetlejuice, which we mentioned.
Yep. Diagnosis Murder.
And Fantasy Island again, and apparently there was one in the 90s.
Yeah, I was hoping like if anybody, she was going to be a Murder She Wrote.
I was going to say that, yeah, and she is not, surprisingly.
God damn.
Moving on, Paul Winfield. I will get right. Well, he was most notably, he's probably known as like the cop from Terminator. He was in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Mm-hmm. But I will cut right to it. The reason I saved Paul Winfield is because he was on
Batman Beyond.
In No. He was on, I am going to get to it, Murder, She Wrote, 1985. Detective Lieutenant Starkey.
Feels good to go.
This one went down to the wire, let me tell you.
Oh no.
Yeah. I like, because like there's so many people in this movie.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat. So like I only went to the ones who were in the top listing. Luckily he was there. Like I had the rest of the listing open to go to if I needed to.
Yep.
But thankfully I did not, because there are so many people in this movie.
Oy.
I'm sure there might even be more people who were in Murder, She Wrote, but like I'm not going through all that shit. Yeah.
The amount of fucking people that are in this movie.
Yeah. But Paul Winfield, Murder, She Wrote, he was the general in this, the one who gets the first person to get killed by the Martians.
The Colin Powell knockoff.
Yeah. Pam Grier, who we mentioned, another 70s icon.
It's Foxy Brown, man.
Yeah, Foxy Brown, Coffee, Jackie Brown. She played Amanda Waller on Smallville, who is now played by an actress of great renown who I cannot remember. I can't remember her name.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, but she's all, whatever. Good. Great.
Super
yeah.
cool.
Let's see. Is there anything really else notable that you might know Pam Grier from? I think those are the big ones.
She's grandma on This Is Us.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, she's great. I mean, she's a little more niche than the other big names that we have here, but like, she's still awesome.
Yeah. And like I said, I recommend Jackie Brown. I love Quentin Tarantino. I fucking love Elmore Leonard, and that is a cross of both of those worlds. It's based on the Elmore Leonard book Rum Punch.
Rum Punch.
Yeah. Moving along, Jack Black, again at this point known for being Jack Black.
Yep.
Some of his bigger roles were School of Rock, High Fidelity, which I love. That's a fantastic
so good.
movie.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I think that is also in my top 10 of movies.
That's one of my comfort movies. Like,
I can see that.
if I don't feel good or whatever, and I just want to watch something that I know.
Tonight we're Barry Jive in the Uptown Five. Nacho Libre, King Kong. He's probably, I bet you, like, because this is like kind of, well, definitely not in my wheelhouse. You might have more experience with this. He's the Kung Fu Panda in the Kung Fu Panda movies.
Yeah, if you have kids, you've seen it.
Yeah. Officer Dick in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game.
I did like him in the Jumanji movies.
Oh yeah. There's a new one. The first new one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Second one was not quite as enjoyable.
No. Still some good stuff in it though.
Yeah. Namely Karen Gillan.
The Polka King. I almost watched that the other night.
Yeah. Like what's the other one with him? Bernie is another like movie I heard is good. I just
Yeah.
I need to be in a Jack Black mood, and that is not a mood I am in frequently. Not to his discredits.
No. Tenacious D.
Accidentally spoke to him at Meltdown Comics in Los Angeles. Did not realize it was Jack Black.
How? Like how?
He was in there with his kid, and like it was me and Amanda were in there. We were just walking around looking at the store, and like I gave him a bunch of Evil Geek stickers to like hand out.
Yeah.
And I just looked, this dude and his kid walk in, and he just looked like a homeless dude basically. Like he had a jacket, like he had the hood on his head, but like he didn't have the jacket on.
Yeah.
Like the kid would do basically.
Oh yeah.
It was like him and the kid, and they're walking around. He's got a big scruffy beard, and like they're just like looking at stuff and talking. And I was wearing. I have a T-shirt of first appearance of Wolverine, Hulk 181. It's got the cover on it. And like he just was walking by me, and I stopped to let him go. He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "That's an awesome shirt." I'm like, "Hey, cool, thanks, man." Like again, didn't even realize I'm like that voice sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah.
And like Amanda and I are walking around, and like they start talking about a game, him and the kid, and I forget how it happened, but like. Amanda starts talking to the kid about the game. Like he asked her something maybe and like about this game. And she's like, "Oh, that's a great game, yada, yada, yada." Again, talking to Jack Black and his child, doesn't even realize it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm still like, who is this dude? Like, this dude's acting very weird. Like he's very friendly with everybody. Like this is also at the same time, Ninja from, The Ant-Word is also in the store.
What?
Yeah, I mean, this is like the surreal like moment that I'm in. It's also New Year's Eve, I should mention. So like it's just completely surreal. And like I hear and like I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then like I hear the voice again. I'm like, that's Jack Black. I'm like, holy Christ, that's like, I just like the voice hit me. I'm like, oh my god, that's Jack. And then him and Ninja. Start talking like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Like, next, they've never met before. It sounded like, but they were like familiar with each other. Like, because I'm a big fan. And, like, he's like, "Hey, like one of them's like, I'm going to this party tonight. You should come." And I'm just like, "Can I come?"
Yeah, but then you'd have to be around Ninja from Dan.
Yeah. Like, and like it was another like, man, what are the odds there's two homeless dudes in this? Oh wait, that's
yeah.
He was wearing fucking like itchy and scratchy like Zubaz pants and like a filthy jacket and like a dirty backpack.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. That's like one of the most surreal moments of my life. But yeah, Jack Black, you know who Jack Black is.
Yeah.
And holy Christ, finally, the last person I have on, better known as Frank Welker. He is the voice, like random alien voices in this.
Yeah.
He is also random voices from throughout your childhood. Most notably, he is Megatron on The Simpsons.
What?
Yeah, excuse me. He's Megatron on the Transformers. I don't know why The Simpsons just jumped into my head.
I don't know.
Yeah. He's Fred on Scooby-Doo. I think he's done Scooby at a couple points also. Yeah, Scooby.
Dynamut.
Another like 70s character.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Dynamut was Blue Falcon's sidekick.
Yes, yeah. Curious George in the Curious George TV series. Basically like any cartoon animal, like he has done like the voice of.
Yeah.
Excuse me, some of the things I was going through.
Star Wars Resistance.
Guardians of the Galaxy TV series. Oh, cartoon.
Yeah.
He plays the voice of Odin in that. Odin and Avengers Assemble. Yeah, I mean, like he's Nibbler on Futurama. That's right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I want to stop going through, but there's other like things keep popping up as I was going through it.
Oh man, yeah, he's on VeggieTales.
The Jesus pushing vegetable cartoon. He's the voice of Scooter on GoBots. So walking in two worlds, Transformers and GoBots.
Yeah.
He was also
GoBots are the Kmarts of Transformers.
They are. He was on The Simpsons. How about he's the voice of the dog?
What?
Yeah. And the cat, it looks like.
Yeah.
A bunch of voices on Robot Chicken.
Jesus Christ.
There's one that keeps popping into
and
my
we're
head.
only into 2013.
Yeah, I mean, he goes back to the 80s. He's a couple of the Beagle Boys and the DuckTales cartoons. Scooby-Doo All Damn Day. Transformers. He does a bunch of voices on the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
There's Gremlins. That's the one I keep forgetting about. He does a lot of the voices of the Gremlins in both of the movies.
Yeah. Okay. Did Howie Mandel do Gizmo in the second one? In the second one too, or just the first one?
I believe so. I believe he's the voice of Gizmo in both of them. But yeah, I mean, we could do this. I've been scrolling since I started talking about him, and we're on 2010, 2009 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in a ton of stuff. Let me see if I can get to the bottom. I mean, he does voices in video games, cartoons. Clifford the Big Red Dog. How to Steal Christmas. Toy Story 2.
He did voice work for Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah, he did Baldur's Gate 1 also.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's the voice of the parrot in the movie Deep Blue Sea.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's not J.J. Abrams. LL Cool J. There we go.
Yeah.
He's the voice of Godzilla in the 1998 Godzilla. I mean, like you can see, he's just a lot of voice work, a lot of creature voice work. We're still scrolling, and I'm in 1996.
Yeah.
Gargoyles is the voice of Bronx.
Sick.
Let's see. We will get to the end of this. He is like this. I don't know why I know the lyrics to this. He is the voice of Barney Rubble in the Fruity Pebbles commercial in which he raps.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah. He's the voices of Toka and Razar and Turtles 2.
He was Game Boy in Captain N.
Yes, yeah. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
I'm not gonna lie, I loved watching Captain N, but Jesus Christ, was that a cash-in garbage cartoon?
That cartoon does not hold up at all. Yeah.
No.
I loved that show when I was a kid, and it is not good.
Nah.
He does voices in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from the 80s.
Sweet.
Inspector Gadget.
Shockingly, does hold up.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. He's the Dr. Claw in Inspector Gadget. That was only
Next time
for
Gadget.
2 seasons. That's cartoons of like one season of a cartoon is like 80 episodes sometimes.
Yeah. Well, back in the 80s, it's sure shit was.
Yeah.
I don't think they had quote unquote seasons. They just had, let's just keep going with this show.
He's the voice of Turbo Teen, which I believe we mentioned on here a couple of times.
Turbo
This is the cartoon where it's like about this kid. Anytime he gets hot, he turns into a car.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it when Ken Reed was here.
Yeah.
He's a couple of voices in the G.I. Joe cartoons. Still only in 1984 as we're scrolling.
Jesus Christ. No, there's so much.
The Littles, I used to watch that show all the time when I was a kid. He was Iceman in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
What was his first role?
I'm trying to get to.
All the way down here. Your finger's going to fall off.
Here we go. Holy shit. 1969, The Trouble with Girls.
God damn it.
Well, here we go. He started doing Fred.
He's the original Fred.
Yeah. In 1969, he started doing the voice of Fred Jones.
God damn.
That is insane. He's been doing that for 53 years.
That's got to be some kind of fucking record.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And he's still going.
Yeah. Still going. Hong Kong Phooey.
Well,
I love the Wax version of that theme song.
yeah?
Yeah. The band Wax does a version of Hong Kong Phooey.
WAAX Wax?
Would you like another WAX? Would you like another coffee?
No.
Yeah, all right. That will finally do it for Better Known As.
That was so much. Oh my god. We're in the crapshoot territory.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean this is a really fun movie. You know, it's not Hamlet.
No.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for in this movie. Like, it's just fun. Like, there's really good satire. You know, like it's a clever movie in what it does. It's not like you don't have to be a brain box to understand the jokes. Like,
it's goofy, stuff blows up, and like you know, Martians do cool shit. Like,
yeah. Yep. And that's all I needed it to be. Like, but like I said earlier, like I miss this style of movie. Like, you don't get satire anymore. You get parody.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand the difference.
And like, I mean, not only that, I mean, like anything that gets made at this point needs to be either like sequel ready or part of an existing universe or IP.
Yeah.
And like, while this does fit that, like just this light, breezy, like not deep movie, like you're not going to get that anymore, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
No. And that's really a shame. Because I think it has legs. Like this style of movie, just it could,
like I said earlier,
be successful.
I really, really would love to see a serious take on an alien invasion movie like this, like with the retro looking, you know, sci-fi saucers and monsters, and like give me all of that, like in a serious way. Like,
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be tough to do, but like in the right hands, it would be just it would be so good.
You would have to fucking Tom Jones, call him the fucking Falcon over.
He just breaks into and it's not unusual. Yeah, with deer as well, and squirrels and stuff. That man is a treasure.
Yeah, like that's goofy as shit, but like that's a great way to end that fucking movie. Like he didn't need to be in it at all. Like it's just candy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, like a newer movie, like styled like an old 50s sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
It would have to be like a one made by Hulu or made by Netflix or something like that. That would never get a theatrical
I don't think
release.
Any like major studio is going to take it. Well, maybe.
Like maybe
I think, again, it depends on who it is, like who's doing it. Like
Blumhouse might do something like that.
Oh, I think that would be the best way, because like they would treat it the way it needs to be treated.
It would either be like, if I had to guess, like who could do something like that, it'd be Blumhouse or Bad Robot.
That's the other name I was going to say, J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think he has a reverence for a lot of that old stuff too, so he might do it the right way. But I think Blumhouse would have that like
this is
that
what we would
sauce.
get.
This is like that special sauce.
This is what we would get, though. It would be Rob Zombie's alien invasion movie. That's exactly what they would give us.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
just that era of movie is just gone, man.
Yeah. But yeah, like that. Like I really would like to see that. I think it could be done. I think it'd be done well.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll see. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Never say never.
That's a genre that like has been on the shelf long enough where we're due for like a revival of that.
Yeah, things cycle through. Like crime noir had a resurgence for a little bit.
obviously vampires and zombies went through their
Yes,
things.
like slasher flicks came back around.
Yeah.
They're starting to go back out.
So I don't know. We could get alien, horror at some point.
We could. What in the hell are we watching now?
I think it might be Transylvania 5000.
Yeah.
Something just started automatically. It's distracting.
Yeah. Just turn that off.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is fun. It's just really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Effects.
No, don't come into it looking for beauty.
Yeah.
Just accept it for what it is, man.
Yeah, enjoy the ride.
Yeah. I think with that, we're just gonna get the hell out of here. Like, there's not much left to talk about.
Yeah, no, we've said all there is to say.
Yeah. So we'll leave you with our socials. You can always find our website, www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com or www.bigdumbmonsters.com. If you want to email us anything, that would be bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com. Give us show suggestions or just drop by to say hi, say what you do or don't like about the show. You want to tweet, do that at dumb_monsters. You want to hit us up on Facebook, we are Big Dumb Monsters Pod. And if you are on Slasher, we are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast on that social network.
We are also on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. You can also check the podcast out on YouTube, the Big Dumb Monsters channel. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but
I don't know.
We're out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, wherever you can, if you would, please rate, review, do that kind of thing. It helps other people find the show and then helps us not feel like losers.
Helps us feel good.
Yeah. help us feel good. Yeah, that's gonna do it. As always, don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
Do not let ghoulies eat your ass. We should probably throw in there, we will be at Saratoga Comic-Con in a couple of weeks. By the time this comes out, it should be like 3 weeks away.
Yeah, so come find us, hang out.
Get some free sticker.
Don't murder us.
We are loaded to the gills with swag.
Oh, we are flush.
Yeah, so come get your shit.
Yeah.
We have it. It's awesome.
Yep. Bye-bye.